Hello, 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 and welcome back to Little Known Galaxy. I'm Captain Evey, and I'm so excited to be back in this game because I've just been having the absolute best time with it. All right, out here, we've got a few jobs to do. We need to get our plants watered, of course, making sure we are growing lots of crops. Let's also check on our quest because we've got a few things we need to be doing. So on the Grey Planet, we need to be looking for clues on the surface. So we need to head down actually to the planet and see what we can find. And we need to grow 3 potatoes to give to Lynn, and that is what is growing here. So let's get these watered and then find where we are keeping our tools, because these are not going to be very helpful to get down to the planet. But we do need our laser blaster and our shovel to get down to the planet so we can defend ourselves and look for clues in the dirt. All right, out here on the bridge, we've got Kada and we've got Pilot and of course CPU. And everybody is getting really excited for what we might find down on the planet's surface. So let's not waste any more time and let's head straight over to the hangar. We are ready to head down to the relic on the surface and check out what's going on the little gray planet down here. In our little spacesuit on the gray planet, we've already dug some of the dirt around. We've had a small little scope of the place because there's a lot of interesting things down here, because this over here is our relic that we are tasked with investigating. But there is something happening here that we can't quite understand. So we're gonna have to explore the planet a little bit and see what's going on. Now we've done some digging over here to look for resources. Nothing else on this side though, but let's check out the other direction. Right, we've got some rocks here that we can collect, getting us some aluminum ore, which could be really handy. And over here, there is a big pile of rocks and of course, a little pet rock, because who doesn't need a little pet rock? Let's clear out our way and see if we can get into this cave entrance here. There we go, we have unlocked the cave, and inside, what are we going to find? A little guy here. CPU, Captain, where are we? It's kind of dark in here, don't you think? Wait, who is that? Who is that indeed? He's having a little snooze. There's little cave drawings going on back here. Look, it might be our first chance at first contact. Oh, watch me, I can handle the interactions. All right, so CPU is going to chat with our little buddy here. Greetings, inhabitant of the Grey Planet. We are travelers from, I think we startled him. Oh no, he's running away. Wait, I didn't mean to scare you. Sorry, Captain. All right, CPU is going to try some different language patterns that he's got programmed in, see if he can figure it out. And as CPU clicks and beeps and barks at this little guy, he's found it quite funny. This is little Soot. I think I did something. He's all covered in dirt. I wonder why he's all alone. And then Soot has quite a lot to say, but we have no idea what any of it means. Is your name Soot, or are you just covered in soot? Oh, but he's hungry. He's holding his stomach. He looks pretty upset and very hungry. We need to help this little guy out because we don't know how long he's been trapped in this cave without any food. So yes, let's help. So we need to head back to our ship and talk to our first mate, Kada, about what this little guy might like to eat. Now it looks like he's maybe been watching us, as he's got some cave drawings here about the spaceship maybe coming around the planet. So I think he's been keeping an eye on us outside the cave. All right, it's time to return to the ship. All right, let's head back up to the bridge and see if Kada is around. And she's not here. Okay, so we're gonna need to go find Kada now. Her husband works in the plaza because Kada's husband is Chip here. Oh, and on the notice board, we've got a digital bulletin. Stuart wants 3 graphite. I don't think we have 3 graphite. Right, Chip, where's your wife? Kay's gonna be pleased you're back already. That's fantastic, but where is she? I think she spends a lot of time over in the science area at the lab. So let's head over to the lab. All right, this is the lab over here. Is Kada inside? Yes, she is. Okay, that worked out very well then. There we go. Captain, I heard you made an amazing discovery. CPU told me everything about the hidden cave and Soot sleeping inside. It does open a lot more questions, doesn't it? But I'm glad you've decided to prioritize helping Soot above anything else. Since we don't know much about Soot or his diet, Chip suggested we bring him a couple of different food options. Chip has updated your missions log with his food recommendations. If you need more materials to build planters, Pilot and I scanned the Grey Planet and found new uncharted areas that are sure to be full of useful resources. I have programmed these new areas into your shuttlecraft, so feel free to start exploring. Oh, and good luck, Captain. I will handle ship duties up here while you get to work. So we now can explore the Grey Planet. We can use our shuttlecraft to explore new areas on the Grey Planet, and we'll open up some checkpoints along the way. So for Soot, we need to collect 3 corn, 3 soybeans, and 2 food rations, which means we're going to be doing a lot of planting up on our deck. And we're going to need some more seeds as well. So it's only just gone 1 p.m. So let's go down to the plaza and see if we can buy some corn and soybean seeds. We'll talk to our crewmates as we go past them because we need to be building some good relationships amongst the crew and inhabitants of the ship. All right, let's see how much. We need 3 corn and 3 soybeans. So here are the soybeans. Now soybeans continue to grow. You can harvest them 3 times. So we could just buy 1 soybean seed, but I think they're not too expensive. So we'll get 3 and that way we'll get them a little bit quicker finished. And then corn also needing 3. They take 6 days to grow, but we're going to grab 3 of those as well. That's quite a bit more expensive though. Now the other thing that we want kind of soon, if we could, is the backpack upgrade, but it costs 500, but then we would get an additional 10 more slots in our inventory and we can have up to 40 slots total, which is great, but not quite yet. We just need to get those extra 10 unlocked, hopefully soon. But 500 credits is quite a lot of money to be getting this early. So we'll have to do quite a lot of gardening. Let's go up to our captain's area and see if we can get some of these things planted. We're going to need 6 spots to grow things. And that's quite a lot of planters. Let's see if we can make a planter or what we need to do that. Now we need scrap metal and soil samples. 2 soil samples each and 8 scrap metal each. Now the other thing is right beside, this is our workbench for crafting. We can store items right next to it and be able to access them easily. So we can drop things in here that we might want to access from here. But we can't make any more of these, so we need to get these potatoes grown first, or we need to go out and get more soil. But there is a bit in here, so we can move these things over into the other storage bin. That will be more helpful, because we might already have enough materials to make a couple. But everything's accessed from this storage bin, so keeping most of your crafting recipe items in here is better than keeping them in those chests that can't be accessed. Because there we are. We are able to make, let's see, 3, 4, 5 more planters, which gets us quite a long ways towards having all the things needed to be planted. Ooh, but we have run out of power. So of course, we only had 8 power from our solar panels on the roof. So we are going to need to build another solar panel, put it up on the roof if we want things to actually grow in those 2 pots. So let's take a look if we can afford to make another solar panel. No, we are low on scrap metal, but we could just plant crops in the first 3. If we maybe let's put our soybeans in there. And we'll get 3 soybeans going in these ones. We'll need to get those watered as well. And then we need to get some scrap metal. So we'll get those 3 watered though. And then I think let's head down to the planet's surface to see what has been unlocked for us, to see if we can go get more scrap metal to make more planters, but also the solar panels. All right, so back at our little exploration ship here, we can now go to explore the planet. So before we were just able to go to the relic, but now we've got this opened and we're going to be looking for those beacons here to continue to grow the zones that we're able to go, checkpoints along the way. But currently we can only go to zone 1, and then every 5 times we explore, we'll be able to set a checkpoint and then pick up from where we left off. And we can find those checkpoints by breaking rocks or by digging in the ground. So they can either be hidden behind the rocks or it can be underground. And we'll have to kind of just look and see what we can find. We need lots of resources, and we can get scrap metal from the rocks. We also can get stone, both of which we're going to need lots of. Resource gathering is such a major part of this game, so you can never have too many resources, especially things like the aluminum here. You go through so much of that. But as we fire our laser off to break these rocks, small and large, our energy is quickly depleting. Now digging, we are not going to find rocks, but we will get some soil samples, get lots of dark matter from digging. Sometimes you can get minerals as well. And there, of course, we found our beacon, so we can use this to travel to the next location. Now, we'll find checkpoints only in multiples of 5, so if we don't get to 5 today, then later on, we will have to come back to 1 and start over. But as we move through, we are going to find some enemies, and I can see we've got these 2 little blob guys and these really angry flies. Now, they will shoot themselves towards you, and they take quite a few hits to take down. I think 4 hits here. There we go, we got him. But they also will do quite a lot of damage if they do manage to hit you. Oh, a rock has come alive and he's chasing me down. There we go. And make sure we get this guy as well. Our inventory is now full, so if we find any new items, we're going to be able to pick them up. It is also getting dark out here. We just have a tiny bit of energy. Just shoot our gun a few more times. There we go. We are now feeling tired, but we can head back to the ship with all of our resources, and hopefully we'll be able to make that solar panel. I don't think we'll be quite having enough scrap metal though. We'll have to come back tomorrow and do more resource gathering. All right, we can put all of our resources away in here. This is going to fill up quite quickly, I think. Now, we have enough to make 1 more planter. We also have enough, just barely enough, to make another solar panel. So let's make that solar panel, because that's going to mean we pop that on the roof. These 2 are going to be ready to plant, and we can get 2 corn going in there. and then we'll be a bit closer. So we gotta suit up and head out to the outer hall. We can pop down another solar panel right here and then head straight back inside. But now we have got up to 12 power to use. Currently only using 10 of it, which is great. And these two have now turned on. So if we quickly get those 2 seeds put in before bedtime and get them watered, then at least they've got a little bit of a start there growing. Now, unfortunately, we're actually just 6 scrap metal away from being able to make another planter, which is a bit of a shame, really, because that would mean our corn would be all done at the same time. But we'll just have to wait 1 extra day to get that last piece of corn, and that's okay. All right, and with that all watered, it's time to go to bed and finish off this Tuesday. Now, we didn't deposit anything in our bins, so we didn't make any money. Got just the 2 active missions there. Let's head into Wednesday and see what the day brings. Oh, and we've got an email. Healthy Living by Francis. So Francis is our doctor. Did you know that you can replenish your energy by taking one of the medicine tonics? Just press on yourself while holding an item to use it. These tonics can help you when you're working late if you need an extra boost. Just don't overdo it, okay? So she's given us an energy tonic. That's really kind because we did lose our energy quite quickly when we were working down on the surface. And Edward is telling us about the workbench storage. All right, all our crops are growing, which is great. Just give those a quick water before we head off on another adventure down to the Grey Planet. As we make our way down, just chatting with anyone who's available to chat with, just to make sure that we are making some friendships along the way. I always come to the plaza before heading out, checking the board to see if there's any quests, and also chatting to people. Sometimes they will give you things. So CPU gave us 25 credits, which is great. So we do need kind of more money to be able to buy those seeds to grow those crops. Oh, and look, Sprout is here. He is looking really excited at our little exploration capsule here. Captain, sorry, I didn't see you there. Don't let me get in your way if you want to use your shuttlecraft. In fact, I was just admiring it. Did you know that I belong to the Galaxy Little Explorers Club? Oh, that's neat. I know, it's great training for future explorers like me. I was just starting working on my big presentation. A topographic map of the Grey Planet. The only problem is my dad only lets me explore from on board, which is hardly an adventure. But I came up with a plan if you'll help me. Did you know that your shuttlecraft can deploy checkpoints that will transmit data back to the ship? You can fast travel to these checkpoints to help you explore more of the planet's surface. And checkpoints also give me access to all the data it sends back. I already got the data from the first checkpoint when you landed, but the preliminary scan of the planet has identified 3 other potential checkpoint locations. If you could reach the remaining 3 checkpoints, I'd have more than enough data to complete my presentation. I'd really appreciate your help on this one, Captain. Maybe one day I'll get to do some exploring with you. Have fun exploring, and I'll see you later. So Little Sprout wants us to get to the final checkpoint here to help him with this big presentation, and of course, we need to help him. All right, clearing out some of the rocks, and I found the beacon to go to the next location, so let's jump in. But of course, on this one, we are going to find the enemies, and it is a little bit dangerous down here. Quite a lot of these like hidden rock guys, but at least sometimes the enemies do drop some sort of loot. They can even drop credits, which is great. At the moment, we've got just kind of basic tools, which means everything does take quite a long time to do. We are only digging kind of 1 square at a time. Enemies take many hits to kill because our laser blaster's only at the first level. But to upgrade it, we need aluminum blocks and blocks of scrap metal, which means we do need a furnace to be able to smelt those down. But the other thing is we need 500 credits for every upgrade to get to level 2. So we need to look at getting lots of aluminum ore, lots of scrap metal, but then also a way of making money. And the best way to make money that I found so far is going to be farming. So we're going to need even more resources so we can have even more solar panels, more planters. But having a better blaster and a better shovel will make us more efficient, and then we will run out of energy a little bit slower because the upgraded shovel, we can dig 2 spots at once, and the laser blaster cuts in half how many shots it takes to kill an enemy and gather resources on the planet. Now down on the surface, we can also find these space radishes, and we can eat those to get a little bit of energy back, which can be really useful. We can afford to make 2 more planters. I think I will do that. So we've got the energy to have 2 more. We're going to need to go get another seed then. So just get both of these watered. Let's go down to the shop. So get another seed, see if we can talk to any of our fellow passengers on the way. All right, we've got potatoes growing, we've got corn growing, we've got soybeans growing. What we don't have is any carrots. Now carrots only take 4 days to grow, and the seeds are very cheap to buy. So I might just buy a handful of those for now because we are very, very low on funds. All right. Carrots planted, and our spare seeds we'll just put away for now. And then we are completely out of energy, so I think we will just head to bed. Another day of not making any credits. But we're getting closer as our plants are growing. Oh, we've got another email this morning. Let's see. Crew morale from Piper. As the social coordinator on board, I wanted to encourage you to talk to your crew members as much as possible. We'll gain relationship points with each person each day you do, and it's a simple way to build crew morale, easy peasy. If you really want to gain some points with your crew, you could also offer a gift. It's a lovely way to show your appreciation. Why don't you give it a try? All right, so she would like us to talk to 5 different crew members and give someone a gift. And of course, we've got Sprout's goal here to get to checkpoint 15. Now, on each planet, there's a different item that you can find in abundance that you can sell for a bit of money, or you can give as a gift, and it does make people happy. And on the first gray planet, it's the pet rock. Now, the pet rocks do have other uses, but they're also good gifts. People enjoy getting a pet rock. So we'll grab one of those for inventory, we'll get our crops watered, and then we need to go talk to 5 crewmates and give somebody a gift. Now, to get our tools upgraded, we need some other items. We need blocks of aluminum and blocks of metal. And to get that, we're going to need a furnace. So today we need to make sure we are gathering stuff to get the furnace, which means we just need 5 scrap metal and 1 more stone. We're actually really, really close to being able to make one of these. And then we're also, on top of that, we're going to need a power for it. So we are going to need another solar panel. So we need to make sure we're getting quite a lot of scrap metal today so we can build another solar panel, but then also another furnace. But let's go get our social goal done, talking to 5 people. And luckily we've got 3 standing right here. And it looks like Kada has some sort of quest for us. Good timing. If you're not too busy, I have additional scientific research that I could use your assistance with. Can you bring me a supply of stone and soil samples to analyze? All the planets in these sectors of space are unexplored, and there's a lot to learn here. Thanks, Captain Evey. I'll definitely make it worth your time. So she would like us to find her 25 stone, 25 soils, and a pet rock. So that's quite a lot of stone and soil she needs. All right, Chip wants to know if we've ever tried yoga. Do we love it, or is it not our style? I would say it's not really my style. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Fiji keeps trying to get me to try it, but I just don't bend that way. Bless. Let's try to give Chip also our pet rock. There we go. Let's see what he has to say about it. And he likes it. Cool. You can just put it over there for me. I mean, maybe he didn't love it, but he liked it okay. I think we just need to talk to 1 more person to complete our quest now. We'll talk to Robert in here, and there we go. The quest is completed. We just need to return to Piper in order to finish that off. Let's go see if Piper is in the crew quarters. She's not over in the little garden, but her house is this one with a nice little rug in front. And is she home? Yes, she is, with the robot. Isn't spending time with the crew rewarding? Your relationship with the crew will increase the more you talk to them, and everyone loves getting a gift from time to time. Speaking of, I have a gift for you too. 50 credits, excellent. I hope this brightens your day. Talk to you soon. All right, and with all that complete, it is time to head down to the Grey Planet and get a lot of resources. All right, just about cleared up all the rocks here. We've gotten some stuff, but not nearly enough. We've got the pet rock that Kada needs, and some of the stone. She just needs 25, but we also needed 1 for ourselves. And we need to see if we can find also 25 pieces of dirt. Now, some of it we might already have in our storage, but we don't have a lot because we've been making the planters, because we do need 2 dirt for her planter. Our scrap metal is going up pretty quickly though, which is good to see as we get these rocks. When these dangerous guys flying at us. Oh, ow. 1 last hit there, and he drops some sand. All right, starting to feel tired already, so let's just gather these couple other pet rocks because we can give them as gifts. But yeah, we are too tired now to continue on, so we're gonna have to head back to the ship for today. And I think we've got enough scrap metal to get the solar panel, but not sure if we've got enough to get both the solar panel and our furnace. So enough for the solar panel, but we were 4 short. Oh no, 4 short from the furnace. I think though that we actually could get those. If we ate these space radishes, we could try clearing up some of the debris on board the ship here, because the space radishes will give us a bit of energy and a bit of health back. And then we might be able to clear some of these up and possibly get some scrap metal, a little bit. Hopefully we can get a bit more than that though. But it also would be quite nice to get our area a bit tidier because it is very messy. There we go. There we got 6 scrap metal. I think that was enough. Let's just go and double check. Yes. Okay. We only needed 4, so we can now make a furnace. Now you can't put anything on these darker paths. You can only put the items on this kind of lighter gray. So let's just stick the furnace in over here. It does need power, of course, but we've got the solar panel, so let's go pop that on the roof. And then we can start actually smelting some of our resources into blocks, which we then can use for upgrades and building different items. Pop our 4th solar panel out here, but now we can do, we've got 16 possible energy sources. And we're only using 13 at the moment, which means we could make some more planters, or possibly there'll be other items that we'll want to get. Now, things that we can smelt, if we can smelt up stone, we can smelt up the scrap metal and the aluminum ore, and also sand, but you need 5 of each resource in order to process it. So we can take 5 aluminum ore and we can smelt it, put it in here, and it will smelt into an aluminum block. Now we've got 4 pet rocks. I was thinking we're gonna head out and we're going to go gift those to some people. So let's go take a look let's go to the plaza and see if there's anyone around. All right, a few people. We've got Kada here. We've got the doctor, Francis. Oh, and it was her birthday. That was very lucky. So the whole crew has made an effort to make my day special, and so she's really happy that we made. Thank you, Captain, for being the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. That is great. Really lucky that we gave her that gift today then, because I did not check the calendar. Kendall loves the pet rock. So I think other people just kind of like it. They kind of tolerate our gift giving. But Kendall really loved it. And of course, Frances as well, because it is her birthday. Let's just come in here and we'll give our last pet rock out. We'll always find a lot more down on the surface. But I think with some of our crew chatted with and some gifts given out, I think we can call this another successful day and head straight to bed, because our energy, of course, is depleted. Now, this will take quite a while to smelt up as well, so by the time we wake up in the morning, it should be done. Unfortunately, though, another day where we did not make any bin deposits, so no money coming in for us yet. All right, and here we go. We got our very first aluminum block, and we need 3 of these and 3 scrap metal blocks in order to upgrade a tool. So we've got quite a lot to do here, but we also need 500 coins and we're nowhere near that at the moment. Now it looks like all of our potatoes are done. So let's harvest these. New achievement unlocked, new life. Harvested our very first crops, which means our goal for Lynn here is complete. We just need to go and give Lynn 3 of these potatoes. The other 2 we can sell for ourselves. And of course we can plant the carrot seeds that we had, and then we'll get everything watered, go see Lynn, and then probably head back down to the planet to gather some more resources. There we go. Everything's watered. So let's put the watering backpack away. We're going to split these into 2 piles. So we need 3 for Lynn. The other 2 we can actually sell. When I'm going to be making a little bit of money today, 2 potatoes worth, and then the other 3 potatoes we're going to go see if we can find Lynn. Now, Lynn usually is in the recreation area because she is our resident botanist and she hangs out in here sometimes. And there she is. So that was lucky. She is in here. So we can come over here and we can give her potatoes. Great job on growing your first plants. These are not bad looking potatoes either. Since it was such a good attempt, I'll pay you a little more than what they're actually worth. 150 credits she's given us, so we've now gone up to 262, so halfway to upgrading a tool, which is great. Remember, you can buy other seed types from Robert in the store if you want to grow more plants for us. When we're orbiting the Grey Planet or traveling, we'll be limited to the standard issued Space Alliance seeds, but who knows what seeds we might run across in the future. All right, time to head down to the little Grey Planet to gather some more resources, especially scrap metal and soil, because we do need the soil. Oh, that was a very lucky first one. We found the beacon straight away. Let's just, before we go, gather the aluminum at this area, and then we can move on to the next one. All right, killing some of the things on here, giving us some credits, which is nice, but there are still lots of enemies around. The hidden rock ones, but they do drop us some stone, so that's fine. Gather the pet stone. Found another beacon quite quickly on this one as well, which is feeling quite lucky. Maybe we can get to the first checkpoint. It's not impossible. And we have dug up a space radish, so we can refill at least a tiny bit of our energy. Our inventory is quite full, so now we can't grab this minerals, but I do know that these are actually really, really important. So I may swap something out for them. Let's just leave them there for a second. Oh, I did find this. Okay, let's eat. Oh my goodness, this guy's here. Let's eat these radishes so we can fit the minerals in our bag, because we are going to need lots of those in the future. And now we're at zone 4, so if we can find one more beacon, then we'll have set up a checkpoint. Oh, and there's our last beacon, so we can go on to the final location here, zone 5, which will put in a checkpoint. Checkpoint unlocked. We still have quite a lot of energy, actually, surprisingly. Got quite lucky finding those. So let's just get rid of these enemies here, and then we'll gather some resources. But our inventory is really full. We can't pick up any new items. So having the bigger backpack would be great. It's kind of a toss-up whether it's more important to get the laser blaster upgraded first or the backpack. It's possible we'll do the backpack because we won't quite have the aluminum ready in time. If we just get a few more crops farmed, then hopefully we can make enough money to get both of those things fairly quickly. Because definitely a bigger backpack would be great, because we are leaving behind quite a lot of good stuff. And I don't like to waste any resources. A bit of a loot goblin, and I hate leaving these types of things, but we can't pick up any of those. All right, there, we are tired out, but we have at least got a checkpoint, so that is exciting, because next time we can start off now at 5. Let's return to the ship. All right, back in our area, we've got another aluminum ready here, so let's just put some of these things away, and then we can put in some aluminum. We do have a lot of scrap metal as well. But for as far as an upgrade goes, the one that's currently firing will be the final one we need because that will give us 3 total. We've got lots of aluminum here still to use. We need that pet rock for Ada, but we could give these 5 out. Also found a gravity stone, which is a gem, and I'm not sure what we use these for, so we'll just hold on to that for now. And same with some graphite. Found 2 more pieces of that, so we'll stick that into our inventory as well. Let's go see and talk to some of our crew. Give out these pet rocks. It's a happy Friday to the people working aboard. Starting with Pilot over here, he can have a pet rock. This is a fine, economical item. You forget to consider me when choosing this gift. And even CPU might like a pet rock. You sure know how to brighten a robot's day. Now we've got little Sprout here. Just looks like a big backpack. Oh, and he loves a pet rock. Neato, Captain. I bet your room is full of cool stuff like this. We'll also give one here to Shinji. He's not as big of a fan of it. All right, we've given out all of our pet rocks. Let's go home and go to bed. All right, waking up on Saturday. Our aluminum here is done, which means that is 3 aluminum gathered. So now we just need to get the scrap metal blocks. If we get 3 of these, then we can upgrade a tool. We still need a bit more money to do that. Let's get all of our crops watered. All right, back down to the little gray planet. I was just thinking about our missions for Kata's scientific research. We've already got the 25 stone. We've got the pet rock. What we need is the 25 soil samples. So I think we'll spend more time today digging and see if we can get actual soil samples. Also make sure we collect these pet rocks. And we're gonna have to deal with these enemies because they are attacking us. Collecting all this dirt may take a couple of days because we've only gotten 3 from everything that we've dug so far. There's a 4th one. There's the beacon, but I don't necessarily need to go on to the next one. We are just really looking for that dirt to finish that quest. Oh, up to 7 already. 8. We've dug out all of that. We didn't find a single space radish to help us with our energy levels either. Just a little unfortunate, but let's head over to the next location, see if we can do some more digging. Get rid of the enemies first, so that we're not constantly being attacked. And we've got lots of space to dig. There's a spot over here and then a big spot over to the right. We are getting a lot of dirt here. We've got 13 pieces now. Plus the stuff we have at home, it might nearly be enough. Oh, we found the beacon. Not quite ready to go. We might as well do the digging, especially since we've got rid of the enemies here. Oh, and we did find a radish, which is great. We can eat that so we can dig a little bit longer. All right, we found 15. We're starting to get tired. We could eat those 2 radishes, though. I might do that just to dig a bit more. We're at 16 pieces. I know we have some at home, but I don't know if we have quite enough. We need to get to 25. So the closer we get to 20, I think the better off we're going to be. Another radish. That's going to keep us going a little bit longer. I'm trying to avoid that enemy, so we're just going the opposite direction that he's going. All right, we are out of energy. We've dug quite a lot. We got 18 soil samples. I think it actually is going to be enough. So let's head back to the ship. We'll go to our area, gather the other dirt, stone, and pet rock. Actually, we've already got some pet rocks. Grab the other dirt and stone and then see if that's what Kata needs. I'll have to go find her as well. Oh, and our first bit of the metal blocks here is also done, which is great. I'm going to just stick the stuff in here. Here. Grab 5 scrap metal to make another one of those. Put this away. We're going to grab the stone and the other dirt. So that's everything that she needs. This in here. And now we just have to find her because she's not on the bridge. She's probably lots of people wandering around here. Oh, I just saw her go downstairs. Come back. Follow her into the stairwell. I've got the things you need, Kata. There we go. Brought the items I requested. Yes. The samples look like prime candidates for research. Thank you again. I'll get these items straight under microscope. This should cover the costs. And she's given us 200 credits, which means we can now afford either an upgrade or a backpack. And it's difficult to say whether we want to get the blaster upgraded first or a bigger backpack. I'm thinking the bigger backpack. Our metal is not quite finished. We still need to smelt 2 more metal blocks. But we could get the backpack tomorrow morning, and then when we go out into the planet, we won't be leaving resources behind, and that will feel really good. But for today, let's just hop into bed. And another day of not making any money with our bin bot, but that's okay. Our other crops should be ready soon. I mean, now some of them we have to keep for Soot down on the planet, but some we can keep for ourselves also. All right, there's the metal done, so we'll put 5 more of those in. Technically, when these ones are smelted, then we'll have enough for an upgrade, which is good. I still think the backpack upgrade is better. We are going to need to buy some crops today though, because this carrot is ready and our first bit of soybeans are ready, and we've gotten 6 from this. We did get double each. Now for the mission, we need just 3 soybeans. So 3 of these we could actually sell, which is also great. And they will continue to produce twice more, which is also really good. So we'll split those. We'll sell a carrot and 3 of the soybeans, and then these other 3 soybeans we're just going to stick in here for now. Though actually, do you know what? We could sell these ones as well, because these are going to continue to produce. and then we'll have a bit more money sooner. And then the corn's not ready anyways, and we don't have the rations that we need either. And the food rations we can buy from Chip, but they do cost 100 each. So we're gonna need 200 gold credits just for that. So let's go down to the shop. We need to buy some seeds, but let's also get our backpack upgrade. Ooh, and there's a quest on the bulletin board. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's 2 food rations to pilot. That does cost 200 credits. I mean, he might pay us more than they're worth. I guess we could try it. That does mean we can't get the backpack upgraded yet though, which is a bit annoying, but let's see. Maybe he'll pay us more than it's worth. So let's buy 2 of these. That's 200 credits gone. And we'll go up to pilot because that's quite easy. We already know where he is because of course he's on the bridge. He's not on the bridge. He's left. He was just here a second ago. Where would he have gone is the question. Let's see if he's gone home to the crew quarters. Is he in his room? He is not at his house. Could he be in the plaza? There he is. Okay, and he's given us 220 credits. So he has paid us back what it's worth plus 20. And of course that does help, I think, our friendship with him as well, completing those missions for people. And luckily we do now have enough for the backpack upgrade. So let's come over and get that first, and then whatever we have left, it won't be a lot, we will spend on our seeds because we've got 60 credits now. Got the achievement packet in, and I think we'll grab 6 potato seeds, and that is all of our money. We have absolutely 0 credits to our name. And we're the captain of the ship, but we don't actually get paid for this job. It seems like we're just doing it for free. It does cost us quite a bit. All right, we'll plant that 1 potato seed. The other 5 can go in this chest, stored for later. And now it's time to go down to the planet and gather some more resources with our energy. And of course, we've got double the bag space now, so we can do a nice mix between gathering stone and aluminum and also gathering the things that we dig for. We're not gonna have to worry about leaving stuff behind anymore. All right, these really mean things are after us. They dive bomb and they take 4 hits to get rid of, so they are quite difficult. There we go, got that guy though. Ow, this guy's got us though. Oh, but he did drop some credits we'll take. So we've got 3 credits now to our name. And we found the beacon, so I wonder how far we can push today. Oh, that was lucky. Just a couple of spots dug and then we found the beacon, so we'll continue on. I cleared out some of the rocks, also do some digging. It'd be great if we could find a space radish, but I'll also take a beacon. Still have quite a ways to go though before we get to, still have 2 more to get through to till we find the next checkpoint. And we are out of energy, and there's so many of these angry rock guys, which is using up a lot of our energy. And it would have been good to dig and get a space radish, but I'm not sure that we're going to find one in time. Oh, we did find one there. I mean, we are tired, but we can eat this, feel a little bit better. Keep digging, possibly find another. Oh, that was really lucky. We found another one straight away. Dig a little bit more, then we'll eat that one. See if we can find the beacon in this area. Now, without like the upgraded tools, it can be quite difficult to make tons of progress with finding the checkpoints. Oh, but we got really lucky, found another beacon. So let's see, 1 more to find. Now, but there's a lot of enemies here and they do take up a lot of energy to try to get rid of. Let's just avoid them as much as we can and dig, hoping for a radish or just finding that beacon. Ow, but we are being chased down. Oh, there's just too many of them. Feeling a little overwhelmed, really. Ow. No, we're not going to make it. And that's a shame because we only needed 1 more. And I'm currently just running away from, all of these monsters. Oh, I did find a radish though. All right, but I don't think we're going to make it. We are taking a lot of damage because there's just too many enemies here. I was hoping to get lucky in finding one under a stone. But we are not. And if we take much more damage, we are going to pass out. So we need to just get back really quick to our ship. That was a close one. Gingy wants to know if we had to study a lot to pass the captain's entrance exam. I suppose we would have to study a lot, so yeah, it was a hard test. I hear you. My parents made me take it a few years ago too. To be honest, it seemed like a waste of time for me to take it. I'd never want to be a captain. Oh, all right then, Shinji. All right, just came down to the recreation area. We've got a couple of pet rocks to give out, so giving 1 to Max. And over here, 1 to Stuart. Oh, and here's Kendall, and I know that she loves these, so let's give her 1. And then Sprout is the other person who really likes these, so it would be nice to give 1 to Sprout if we could find him. Let's go check to see if he's in his room. And he is. He's up here with Pilot, his dad, so let's give that to Sprout. Oh, and our scrap metal is ready. So that does give us enough resources now to upgrade some things. We've got 3 of the scrap metal blocks and 3 aluminum, and that's what we need to upgrade a tool. I mean, we won't be able to do that just yet, but soon. And I think it's been a very successful couple of days. The bag upgrade is huge, plus we got some quests done. And I am having a ton of fun with this game, and I hope you are too. And look at that, we've even made 80, selling some soybeans and some carrots, so 80 more credits today. excellent news. But we are out of video time for today. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.